Get out of the comments section until I finish talking. What? Too soon? Too bad. Now, anybody who's been a long time, if you've been a long time subscriber and you know the sound, this is the sound of a voice of a person who's lost people in his family, okay? I lost half of my family members. So having said this, you know, be kind and let me speak my piece. So, um, let's do Undersea Nemesis. I don't think I've done this one right. You get enough medals, you can go up levels. Yes. I'm just going to play it, however. I don't have a plan here. So, yeah, Titan fell. 5 lives. Let's see, how do I go? So we're going to go forward. I have to move the controls a bit. The only victim I feel the worst for is that 19-year-old kid. I think his name was Daewoo. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can do this. 5 people. Now, if you listen to Paul Joseph Watson, he'll tell you that this millionaire, that one that did this, 5-man sub to go look for the Titanic, that he was woke. I don't think he was necessarily woke. If you look at Candace Owens, she'll tell you that this guy used a PlayStation controller. Shoddy work. Oh, fuck. Ship damage. That this guy used a controller as his main controller for a portable sub that wasn't professionally reviewed and checked. This guy said he didn't want 50-year-old white dudes helping out with the ship. Well, if those were the experts, you had to go to the experts. If they were 50-year-old black dudes, then they were the experts. Chinese dudes, they were the experts. I have no idea where I'm going. But this is Sub Wars. This is the sequel to Steel Diver, the original, because it was a 2D game. This game is hard as nuts, and I do not know what I'm doing. Let me go to Surface, see what's up here. So they were, these were looky-loos, okay? The 19-year-old, I think the ant said he was terrified. Got him. Critical hit. Got the bastard. So yeah, the ant said that Daewoo, the son of the millionaire, the multimillionaire, was terrified. I don't know. I have to think that he was a naive kid, that if he didn't really want to go, he wouldn't have done it, but who knows? When you're 19, you don't know enough of the world around you. And he was an adult. He was a man, but not a grown man. So it was hard to really, it's hard to grasp reality when your exposure to the open world is going out into the ocean. You go on your yachts and nice cars. You live life like the Hamptons and the Hills and all that stuff. When I was 19, I barely knew how to take the bus. I walked to school a lot. I had my abusive father who just wanted to kick the shit out of me for even being around, but made it difficult for, move the goalposts. I had to get good grades in college. I could never do enough for my father. It was like going to high school all over again. Even when I graduated, I was still a boy. As Quincy Jones once said, when you're 35, you're still a boy, though boy was more in the racist terms. But 5 men, I blame the older people. I blame those people. They knew better, and they did it anyway. They endangered a young man's life. They endangered their own lives. I can only be thankful that it could have been worse. Now, you look at people who throw themselves into danger. Steve Irwin, right? Steve Irwin. Oh. Well, I didn't last too long, did I? And neither did they. Now, my mom and I, actually, my oldest sister, my mom, my dad, and I believe I was in my I think I was 13 or 14. We went to Catalina Island. That was my main exposure to the ocean. If anybody's ever taken a trip to Catalina, You're on a boat and you're bobbing up and down, and it's a rough ride. It's almost like being on a small jet boat, like a motorboat. These days, comedian Kate Quigley, she's taking the ocean to conquer her drug habits, and I think that's great. I think that's a good thing, but it can be a rough ride if you're not used to it. You can get seasick. But that's all the exposure that I would ever want to the ocean. Going on a submarine, getting on a boat, or getting on a motorboat or jet skis, those are different animals. In the end, when you have like robots, we sent probes in outer space where the pressure is just as bad, if not worse. Okay? We're talking about lives. There was no thought, whether it was being woke and not hiring 50-year-old white dudes, whether it was getting a PlayStation controller, going to IKEA to get all your submarine parts and saving money to appease investors. Maybe you thought the investors were woke. I know somebody on YouTube is always talking about the Titanic. I talked about the Titanic in some small fashion on a Saturday morning coverage. I hope they weren't watching my YouTube and getting the wrong ideas, because these things are disasters. That ship hit an iceberg over a century ago. I mean, you think about the Bermuda Triangle and Amelia Earhart. I mean, all these things are terrible. And, Steve Irwin, who, in another ocean related, he got into a fight unintentionally. We'll try one more here. He got into a fight with a manta ray. The manta ray killed him. And the people, the experts, warned him, Steve, you got to put a suit on so that if the manta ray does shoot at you, you'll be safe. You'll at least have a chance of survival. And he wanted to look cool for the cameras. He didn't think about his life. I'm just gonna fuck around the ocean. Oh shit! Okay, here. Oh shit! Let me see if I can. So yeah, my title of my video is dark, but every day we were exposed to the elements with COVID. It's as my mom said right now my cousin, who is 56 years old, she's got stage 4. Okay. Now, whether she did that to herself or whether it was unavoidable, I don't really know. I may never get the true answer. I've lost my father. I've lost my 2 brothers. I've lost my sister to suicide. I lost my cousin. I lost a lot of people. I should be fucking dead. But I had hepatitis C, in which I had the cure. I'm waiting for the cure for hemophilia. It's really sad that. That's good. I wish there was something like that in real life, but life's not a video game. PlayStation controller is not going to save your life. You need professionals. Safety first, as I learned in my building and grounds worker class in 2004. Safety first. Because if you can't guarantee the safety of the people, the same thing with Aaliyah and Jenny Rivera and Kobe Bryant and his daughter. I will not go on a helicopter with some random buggo or in a plane with some pilot that maybe he's got a C+ in his driving skills, piloting skills. No. If I have to walk it, I'll walk it. There is a time to play it safe, and there's a time to go ahead and take the risk. Torpedo Bay empty. Well, we have to learn to take better care. We have to listen to each other. Forget the politics. This is not about politics. This is about human lives. So, as far as revisiting the Titanic, they'll use robots. They'll use probes. There'll be lawsuits right now for this whole thing. See if I can get him. I bet you I can. Hit. Thanks for making it easy for me, motherfucker. Down he goes. Am I going to get hit? Was it? Oh, by the time I was able to turn around. Well, that's this game. I have 2 of these. I don't think there's going to be one for the Switch. That you never know. Nintendo might run out of ideas. They'll release this in a Kirby game. But yeah, man, we just got to take better care of each other. Listen to the professionals. You're not Tom Cruise. You're not going to get through all your stunts like that. Listen to your stunt man. Listen to your stunt captain. Listen to professionals. Jacques Cousteau may be dead, but there are people out there that know what it means to be in a submarine. You know, besides getting the bends, besides how much air you can lose, besides what the pressure of the ocean can do to you. It's just, this is what we need to do. We need to take better care of each other. So if you don't think I don't understand, I do understand. I do understand. You know, as my mom said, when my sister committed suicide in 2011 or 2010, you could step out in the street. You could take 20,000 vaccines for the COVID. Step out in the street and not pay attention to look both ways, and a truck hits you. Safety first. That's all I got to say. And I'm going to post one more video for Zelda. That'll be on TikTok. I may post an end of the month video for YouTube, and that's about it. I just got to move on with this. It disgusts me and it angers me. But rest in peace, Daewoo, the 19-year-old who died. It's not your fault. You just kind of just said, hey, follow the leader. That's what we do.